Boker Tov. We hope this message finds you and your family doing well, safe, and healthy. What a week. In just 7 days, we went from life as normal to not being allowed to gather in groups of 250, to then 50, to not even a group of 10, to being in a shelter in place. The physical space we share has gotten smaller and smaller. This narrowing of space reminds me of a discussion between the sages Hillel and Shammai about the lighting of the Hanukkah candles. For Shammai, on the first night of Hanukkah, we should light 8 candles, and then we should decrease the amount of candles we light until we have only 1. Why? For Shammai, the candles tell the story of Hanukkah, how we had a full flask of oil on the first day, and then the amount of physical oil got smaller and smaller. Not so for Hillel. For Hillel, he argues that we begin on the first night with 1 candle and then increase by 1 until we have 8 candles on the last day. Why? Because for Hillel, the candles tell the story of the faith and hope of the Jewish people that grew stronger and stronger with each day. Taken together, we see a powerful dynamic, which is as our physical space decreases, we are presented an opportunity for our spiritual space to grow. Many of us have already begun to see this in our own lives. For those of us with families, this has been a week of 3 family meals around the table each day. More time to spend with each other, more time to breathe and appreciate the many blessings in our lives. It is like an extended Sabbath. An extended Sabbath. We now have time. What do you want to do now that you have time? You now have time with people. Who are the people you want to speak to now that we have this time? What are the things you want to say that you never have had time to say? We also are aware that for many of you who do not have families, and I want to share that on behalf of myself and Rabbi Kornberg, our board and our staff, we see you and hear you. We have already begun to reach out to many members of our community, and this week our plan is to systematically complete our circle. Our task this week is to light your candle. If you know of anyone alone or who is in need, please email Rabbi Kornberg, myself, or Gilad, and we and our volunteers will follow up as soon as we can. In addition, Beth Am continues to expand our virtual community options. Please make sure to take a look at our calendar. We now have 3 fully operational virtual schools. That's right. Just overnight, our incredible teaching teams from our ECC all the way to our Hebrew High have mastered the skills of Zoom conferencing, video making, and how to download videos. Our youth program will also be offering our first ever virtual lounges. And our adult education continues to grow as well. Rabbi Kornberg and I are also expanding our service options, including but not limited to our Havdalah, a Kabbalat Shabbat service, Saturday morning, and even a preschool Tat Shabbat. Lastly, if I may take a moment of levity and then bring it back to a serious moment. I have also been asked how to deal with the shortage of toilet paper, and also asked how to deal with a growing sense of despair that we have. I have a one-word answer for both. Matzah. On a serious note, matzah is flat because when we left Egypt, we didn't have time for it to rise. We left Egypt in a hurry. What does this mean? Egypt is a place of tsa'ar, a narrow space. Cramped up in our homes this week, we have had a growing sense of narrowness. But when it came time for us to leave, we did not get stuck. We were ready. And that was why we were able to leave in a hurry. Matzah is a reminder to us that the time will come for us to leave this narrow space. And it is a call for us to be ready to return to to our regular lives. Not just ready, but if we spend time with our loved ones, if we reach out to each other, and if we continue to connect, we will be an even stronger community than before this ordeal began. Hope to see you this week.